Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Anne Manera. Welcome to today's live color along. We are coloring today again in volume 13. A little bit early this morning. I had to make sure that I could get all the tech part working behind the scenes. So good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Today we are coloring with gel pens. I have a variety of gel pens with me this morning. And it's an ornament mandala. I don't know why this ended up on the schedule today, but I thought that I would avoid confusion and leave it. So I don't know. I've got a variety of gel pens with me this morning. I have Sparkle Pops, and Sakura Jelly Rolls. So that's what I'm using this morning for my gel pens. So let's say good morning to everyone first, because we have a lot to talk about this morning at today's meeting. And in addition to coloring today, I want to talk about draw-alongs, which begin on January 8th. I'm so excited about this, and I hope that you'll be able to join in on this new type of live video. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Mamie, good morning, Mamie. And Dawn has joined us. Hey, Karen Walker, thank you for sharing that, Karen. Melody, good morning. Hey, good afternoon to Carrie Taylor. Carrie, I always forget that you're on the other side of the world. You're across the pond, as they say. Hey, good morning, Alice and Melody and Pam. Pam times 2, I guess, right? Chris has joined us this morning. Good morning, Chris. And Trish has joined. And good morning to Sharon. So, we're going to get started this morning, and I need to make sure that I am done with this color along by like 11:15. I'm going to give you that at the outset right here, because I need to be somewhere right after that, unfortunately. So, hey, good morning, Bonnie Hughes. So, we're coloring with gel pens this morning. I want to also talk about, while we're here today, about draw-alongs. And I want to kind of get that out of the way first, okay? So let me see if I can pop the draw-along information here on the screen for all of us. Thank you for sharing that, Mamie. See if I can pop this on the screen for everyone. Draw-alongs are going to begin on January 8th. And, you know, draw-alongs just kind of... came into being and happened kind of organically. It's not something I really even planned, believe it or not. I've been doing Draw Live sessions, Draw Live videos on my Facebook page for a couple of years now. And the kind of running joke is that that's where new coloring books are always born. And I draw a couple of coloring pages live here on Facebook, and then they end up in a new coloring book. And the intent for those Draw Live sessions are primarily for me to draw a coloring page to then put in a coloring book. So what's been happening over the past maybe 2 or 3 Draw Live sessions is that people have been drawing along with me. And I didn't realize this was happening until maybe about a month ago. And people had been drawing along with me, and they wanted to start drawing on their own. And it was just kind of evolved into that type of thing. And I did a still life drawing class in a private group, in an online private group as a class, and it was a success. Everyone loved it. So I decided to take it a step further and start doing live draw-alongs. And what will happen is a draw-along will work similar to a color-along. It'll be held here on my Facebook page. It will be free to watch, so I'm not going to change that. However, if you would like to draw along with me, you can purchase the Draw Along book, which is on Amazon. And you can see in this image that's on the screen right now, the Draw Along book will have different things to draw along with me. There's a schedule that I'll be following. You'll know ahead of time what I'm drawing if you have the book. And you can look at these events. What will happen is each page in the book will have a reference photo that you can either follow along with, or it will have a template. For example, on the first day, on January 8th, we're starting out with a contour line drawing, which you can see in the upper corner of that page. And it'll just be all about drawing it on that page. And then on January 15th, we're going to work on a mandala. We've got half the mandala on the left, and we're going to finish it over on the right. So each draw along is set up at a beginner level, so you can join it at any time. However, if you were following along from the beginning, from the very first class, and you went all the way until the last one on March 25th, it does kind of progress and get a little more advanced. Those last 2 are a little more advanced than, say, the ones in the early part of the book. And the book goes in order of what is there. So they begin on January 8th. All the videos will be recorded live. And then you'll be able to watch the replay anytime you want. There'll be a link on my website with a replay video on there also. And you'll be able to watch it here on Facebook. The one thing I will say about draw-alongs that will be a little bit different than a color-along is a color-along is more like a, we're coloring together, we're chatting, we're talking about, who knows what we talk about, right? We talk about crazy little things, more of a community gathering. The draw-alongs will be a little bit more serious. So I'll be trying to limit the conversation as far as what I'm talking about to what I'm drawing, the technique I'm presenting. I'll be answering questions about what I'm drawing, but I just want to try to keep it a little more serious with respect to what we're working on for those draw-alongs. I hope that makes sense. I hope that doesn't sound like it's not a friendly thing. But you can go over to my Facebook page, click on events, and you'll be able to see all of these and when they're happening, and this is basically the schedule that's there. So if you've purchased a draw-along book, thank you very much, because several people have told me that they've purchased the book. The books are $15.99 on Amazon, or you can get the PDF copy on my website for also $15.99. And it comes with these 12 sessions. There's 2 copies of every one of the pages for each draw-along session in the book. Unfortunately, I don't have my book yet, but as soon as I have it, I will do a flip through. And there's also going to be some blank sketchbook style pages in the draw-along book too, so you can either take it a step further. We'll be working with pencil, we'll be working with marker or ink, we'll be working with charcoal and pastels. We'll be drawing still life contours, still life with charcoal. We'll be drawing mandalas from a template. We'll be drawing mandalas from a couple of different templates actually, and we'll also be drawing flowers. We're also going to learn how to draw some simple flowers and take it a step further. So I think it's going to be fun. I'm excited about it. I'm not many of you know that I'm not a self-taught artist. I have a background. I went to art school. So many of you know that about me, and you've seen me draw. So this is just kind of taking it a step further. So it's amazing just how much this kind of evolved into its own little thing, because people were just kind of drawing along with me, and I didn't know they were drawing along. And if you are a Colors Academy member, this is not included, no, but get in touch with me, because just get in touch with me. Trish, just get in touch with me. Send me a message. So this is separate from the Colorist Academy, essentially, basically. Okay, so any questions about what's going to happen with draw-alongs? I'm excited about it, Heather. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to try to really keep it in that serious part of, as far as, you know, trying to make sure that we kind of go over the techniques. You know, when we do camp, it's a little bit different, don't you think? Than a color along, we chat, we talk, we definitely have fun. But I'm going to just jump right in here with my orange gel pen. This is a Sparkle Pop. And but I just want to really kind of focus on what's there. We'll meet for about an hour. Hey, Merry Christmas, Shanna. We'll meet for about an hour, maybe 45 minutes. We don't want to take it too far. And they'll just be right here on my Facebook page. So I'm excited about it. And a lot of people have asked about different supplies that they need to use. And I mean, you don't have to go out and buy fancy stuff, just as long as you have. I mean, you could just do you could do the entire draw along book with just a pencil if you really wanted to. You know, hey, good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Dawn. Abby's here with us this morning. Trisha's here with us this morning. So I'm just coloring the pumpkin. I don't know why this ended up at this schedule. I don't know. Must have been like, Paisley must have been in charge of creating this schedule. Who knows? I don't know. So I left this on the schedule here today because I didn't really want to have confusion. I hate when I have to change stuff. Like I already changed one of the color alongs that's happening the week of coloring camp. There's a color along scheduled, and I already rescheduled it to like March 23rd or something, because I can't do both. However, there is a draw along scheduled the week of coloring camp, and what will happen is the draw along on that week will actually be pre-recorded. So, and I'll be kind of giving all that information out. Trish, I will get in touch with you today so I can give you more information. So, what else is happening, you guys? Everyone ready for Christmas? Can you believe it? And you know what's weird? You know, Christmas kind of always relates to, well, if you live here in the Northeast, right? Or in the northern part of the country, rather than in the South, it's all about how cold it is outside. And it is really not cold out at all. It's like 50, 60 degrees here today. Or maybe 50. Hey, I'll take it. We don't want to have that word we talk about, right? I was told we should never say that word again. All right, so now we've got this kind of different style, different leaves. Hey, Lynn Miller, you're on time. I think I started a little bit too early. So I'm going to do a variety of either sparkle pops with this. This is a green one. If you've never tried these pens, these sparkle pop pens, and you really are looking for a gel pen that has a lot of ink that just kind of flows out, really, really nice. The only part that I don't like about them is the color is kind of a little bit of a surprise. So I'm just kind of adding these lines to them. And then I'm going to put some dots. I'm just going to do some different things with these leaves today. Maybe I'll add a little bit of yellow mixed in with this green. But I think that by now most people's leaves are just kind of gone, don't you think? You're doing your shop. You're a last minuter person. You know, Lynn, I was like, what the heck is Festivus? And then I realized it's a Seinfeld thing. And what's up with the... I'm really confused about this whole Festivus thing. You have to put up a poll? I'm so confused, Lynn. Why am I confused about this? So there's my... just kind of adding a little bit of some green dots here. Just to kind of make it look like it's a little bit different. But these gel pens are really cool. These have a lot of ink in them. They do change color a little bit. But I guess it's a good thing. Maybe I'll just kind of go over the line that's here too. Just to kind of, because this has a nice light line to it. There we go. And now I'm going to add some of this gold. Some people really, I don't like to shop last minute, Alexandria. It's too much pressure to me. But sometimes I feel like I buy myself more gifts at Christmas time, just for myself. Lisa and I were talking about this. And then I do for other people. A lot of deals going on. I belong to this group, how to shop for free. And I was looking at something the other day, and there was one of those robot vacuum cleaners. Lynn, were we talking about a robot vacuum cleaner? I almost bought it. It was only $30, marked down from $164. But then I decided that if it wasn't going to do 100% of the job, that I didn't really want it. Mary's explaining, we all get to air our grievances on Festivus. Oh, this is my holiday, Mary. The only decoration is the aluminum pole. I used an old shower rod. And how long does Festivus last? Should I put my pole up today? I actually have something I could use for that. We should have a Festivus. Maybe I should do a Festivus coloring page. That would be so funny. It could just be a pole. And then you could write down all your grievances. Alexandria says, I stress myself out waiting so late, but I love the challenge. Yeah, it's not for me, Alexandria. Not for me. It's too stressful. Okay, I'm going to add some, maybe I'll add some orange into this one. And some yellow into this one. Well, it's not only Christmas, it's Hanukkah, right? Didn't Hanukkah start 2 nights ago? So happy Hanukkah. I think I kind of like the Festivus. Do you have to put it anywhere in particular with this pole? Lynn says, it doesn't do 100% of the job. Mine gets stuck underneath chairs, tables, a pain in the neck. Yeah, it's not for me if it's not going to do 100% of the job. I agree with you, Lynn. It does. That seems like it would be a pain in the neck, but it was a good deal. But if I have to go back and vacuum after it, then it would be, you're fired is what I would say. Besides, I think maybe my dogs might not like it. I think that might cause them a little bit of stress. Paisley can be a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a fuss budget when it comes to what items are in her environment that don't belong. So here is this yellow color. It's kind of a gold, I guess. So it'll be kind of fun to just kind of outline these leaves. And I'll just pivot my page for a minute. Okay, so there's my yellow. All right, where's my cap? There we go. Okay, so now let's add some brown. You know, the brown that I have in this selection today it doesn't really look very brown. It looks more like a gold or a bronze. It looks more like bronze, but it's kind of good for these, the bottom of these leaves. I still have leaves kind of floating around my yard. How about you? It's like they just don't want to leave. They don't want to leave. The leaves don't want to leave. Today is the first full day of Hanukkah, Mary is telling us. I thought that was what it was. Lynn says I usually put mine near the fireplace. We're talking about the poles for Festivus, right? Not the robot vacuum cleaner. Sharon's telling us I think you need perfectly square rooms with no furniture for the robot vacuums to work well. Well, there's a perfect world, right? That's crazy, Sharon. That's not happening in my house. I think my dogs might really get upset about it. They don't like the... Hey, Colleen Boyle. Hey, Miss Marianne. Merry Christmas, everyone. Marianne saying, have to get my earphones charged, but watching anyway. Yeah, I just really wish that it would, you know, be more of a... that vacuum cleaner would work. But I don't think it's going to work. This pen doesn't work either. What the heck? Let's go back to this green color. And I'm going to kind of put these lines here. These are the veins of the leaves, right? So we have some sort of crazy animal that keeps walking back in my backyard. We don't know what it is. I think that's what Paisley's barking at right now. So that looks kind of cool, right? Just leave that like that. I'm going to leave that the way it is and see how it looks. And then I'm going to go over these lines here. Paisley got disgusted with me. She just threw her body on the floor. I guess this one right here would be a good one. I'm going to keep rolling. The dogs would probably bark and chase it. No, my dogs are actually, I think they would just like sit there in horror, Sharon, because they don't even like when the vacuum cleaner is on. As a matter of fact, if they were, say they were a little hyper about something, my go-to babysitter for them and to calm them down is to take the vacuum cleaner and just put it in the middle of the floor. Same thing happens to them with, for some reason, the same thing happens to them with like a power drill, like a cordless drill. Not on, just sitting there on the floor. Crazy dogs. I don't know what I'm going to do to these leaves once these lines are on here, but I thought that I would see how it looked with the lines before I did anything else to it. But we need to pivot in the spirit of Festivus. Is that the... No, pivoting has nothing to do with it, right? Can I use a long stick for my Festivus pole? Or does it have to be a pole? Mary says, I'm reading a novel now where these young people are having a holiday party and calling it a Christmaka party. Sometimes I get frustrated. The spirit of Christmas is lost. Does anybody else have this problem? There's my grievance, I guess. I get a little frustrated sometimes that the spirit of Christmas is lost. It's too commercialized. I sometimes think that there should be absolutely no gifts at all for Christmas. Paisley's putting in her 2 cents. I'm going to go help Paisley with something. Come here, Paisley. Everybody go lay down. Go ahead, lay down, Scarlett. So for many of you, you agree with me? You agree, Heather? Yeah, I think that sometimes, I just think that sometimes it just is too commercialized. I just think there should be no, even with food, right? It's lost. Even with food. Like, I feel the same way about Thanksgiving. I just think that, why are we eating so much food at one time? I just don't feel like it's, I don't know. I know somebody that does this big dinner for not for the homeless. It's for people in need is what it's for. And he's been doing it for a long time. And now it's so big that he volunteers his time. He pays for the whole thing. And the whole thing is so, it's grown so much that he's now like at a, he's at a place now this year where I think there's going to be like 8,000 people or something crazy. Some crazy number of people. And I just think to myself, that's the spirit of the holiday, right? That's the spirit of all of it. Okay, so now I've got I think I'm just going to go back in with my, this kind of gold color. And just kind of put some dots. But I'm not going to do anything to my outer leaf, the outer line of it. Jean's here. Hey, Jean. Lisa's saying, I went into a store yesterday. One area was Christmas. There was a wall of Valentine's stuff and a wall of St. Patrick's Day. What's the point? It's just so frustrating. I don't like that at all. And you know what? It's just like, you just become numb to it. I think Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day, it's a little much. That's a little crazy. Do they have Halloween candy out yet, too? Sharon says, I agree, too. Too commercialized, and money is the name of the game with the merchants. Well, yeah, it's just too much. And then it's like, what are you buying someone? Are you just buying someone just to buy them a gift? And what are they going to do with it? So I have a lot of gifts that when I give a gift, I usually make my own gift. I think that's more of I think that has a little bit more meaning to it. But some stuff is just like junk. I wish there could be a way to just kind of really just celebrate everything in a different way. I wish that could be part of a shift. I don't know. It's got to be a difference. It's got to be a new way. Melody says what we're all thinking right now. I hate spending time at Christmas functions with family. I can't stand. Oh. Tell me, Melody. Maybe we need to have next year, maybe we all need to have like a big giant holiday party in the coloring world instead of, it's unbelievable. I don't understand it. Too much pressure, and then the media pressures you to do it, and it's just not my. It's awful. The meaning of holidays are lost. See, this is where we're having Festivus right now. We're airing our grievances here. Oh, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer here or a wet blanket, but it drives me nuts. Mary says, I agree, and each holiday has a totally different meaning. Hanukkah is really a minor holiday, mostly for kids. I think that Hanukkah is not commercialized, right? From my perspective, I'm giving my 2 cents. And the meaning of Hanukkah is more about the meaning of the holiday. Am I right? I don't celebrate Hanukkah, so I don't know. What do you think? Christmas is I always think that if you do not if you do not regularly participate in any type of religion that celebrates Christmas, then you should not be celebrating Christmas. That's my opinion about it. I mean, anyway, it's my rant of the day. All right, I'm going to go with some orange in here. Drives you nuts, right? I should be able to do whatever I want, do what I want with the people I want to be around. Too much pressure, Melody. I know, Melody. Isn't it awful? Big changes. You know, I keep saying there's going to be big changes in my life in 2020. I don't really know what that means yet. Dawn says, 1 week ago, our local Big Lots already had more than half the Christmas stuff gone and had Valentine's and St. Patty Day stuff out. You know what, though, too? There's so many different sales right now. Rite Aid in my area has now become Walgreens. And so much stuff is just like really discounted because of the switch within the company. So there's I forgot what I bought the other day. Oh, I bought like a little alarm clock, and it was like, I think it was $2.50. It should have been like $13 or something. We tell the kids how much we spend on them, and they give us a list for what they want. That way it's a surprise but limited, Trisha's telling us. That's a good idea. You know, I always get an ad in, like a local ad in my mail for Big Lots, and I've never ever seen I don't even know where Big Lots is around me. I'm convinced that they don't even exist. And it's just like a tease. Is it like well, it's not like Target or Walmart, right? It's more like a discount store. Is that what it is, Dawn? So what are you going to do about this? Are you going to make a change, Melody, about how you want to spend your time? You know, I don't know what to do. I mean, everyone talks about New Year's resolutions, right? Doing something new in the new year. I have goals rather than resolutions. Because resolution means that, you know what? The pressure of a resolution too, right? It's just makes you feel like you can't even do it. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my walnut type of brown. I'm not happy with this brown gel pen. Maybe I have another brown. Here I go. Mary is saying yes. 1 jug of oil was supposed to last for 1 night, but it lasted for 8. We call it a miracle fun holiday. Yeah, I think that the spirit of Hanukkah is still there because it has not been commercialized. I'm trying to find a brown pen. I don't think there is one, though. That looks like red. You know, I'm going to go with a funky acorn color. Make it something different. Oh, it's like a higher-end Dollar General. Ooh. I really kind of like Dollar General lately. I just don't like... I think the only part I don't like about it is... the mess that's in the place. It's too messy. But they have good deals in that Dollar General. This is actually black. Paisley, you just hit my elbow and now I made a little bit of a mistake. But it looks like red, doesn't it? Isn't that weird? These pens are their own little surprise. So if you were a little bit late to the party today, I was talking about draw-alongs that begin on January 8th. So I'm really excited about this, actually. It's kind of a new thing that we're going to be doing. And draw-alongs begin on January 8th. And a draw-along will be similar to a color-along. It'll be held right here on my Facebook page. And it will be free to watch, like a color-along. But if you would like to draw along with me, there's a draw-along book that you can purchase. So there's a draw-along book that's on Amazon, or it is on my website as a PDF. $15.99 for the draw-along book. You'll get the reference photo in the book. There'll be some sketchbook pages. It's nice to have just a little book as your workbook, I guess. And then you'll need to have some different supplies to use with it, like charcoal and pencil, and there's this whole supply list that's listed of different supplies that I'll be using. But you don't have to go out and buy anything too fancy. You could literally do the whole draw-along book with a pencil. But we'll be doing still life. We'll be using... We'll be doing still life. We'll be doing line drawings of still life and charcoal, and we'll be drawing some mandalas with templates, and then we'll also be doing some flowers. And you can start anytime you want throughout the whole 12-week session of it, but I will say that it will get progressively. The skill level will kind of go up as we go. Sharon, okay, that's it. I'm canceling my Christmas dinner. Do it, Sharon. You can do it. You can do it. Gonna have to package up all that food, and everyone can go by Sharon's house and get a package of food. Melly says it's at my mother-in-law's, but I've decided after this year I'm not going there anymore for Christmas. I'll have it with my girls in my house. Good for you, Melody, for taking a stand. I love it. I know I need to take a stand with some stuff too. Alice says this Christmas is a big change this year because Marshall, which is Alice's son, is now married, and they came over yesterday afternoon, but I won't see them at Christmas. I'll be all alone. I have to remind myself that Christmas is about the birth of our Savior and not about me. Yes, I agree with you. Couldn't have said that more. Couldn't have said that better myself. I'm not having a Christmas dinner at my house this year either. Melody says it wouldn't be so bad, but we have to go there Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day, and I wouldn't mind going for one or the other, not both. Yeah, you have to kind of, pick your battles, right? You have to kind of decide where do you go. Melody says if we live close, you could come to my house, Alice. I no kidding. Melody and I say that all the time. Wish we lived closer. We would probably get into a lot of trouble, Melody. I don't know. I think that I would probably I think I'd probably just be in pop a rib out of place from laughter. I don't know. Do you ever just kind of get together with some people and you just cannot stop laughing? People just kind of crack you up all the time, right? Sharon knows what I'm talking about because Sharon and I get to spend time together each week, and we laugh, right, Sharon? It's kind of crazy, though. Set boundaries. You said it, Lynn. We would have a lot of fun. Should we bring Tupperware, Sharon? Okay. Sounds like a plan. Maybe you could pack everything in dry ice, and then thank you, Heather. Heather, you're always so nice with your compliments. I appreciate it. And now I've got my top of my 8 cones. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I did kind of a funky look to the acorn. I'm not really happy with those jelly rolls at all. They're not good. I'm not pleased with those. And I kind of did just a different style. Maybe I'll go with this peach color if it works. Yes, it does. I don't even know what this brand is. This might be Who Knew. There we go. This is my acorn color. These get stuck and clogged though a lot. We do laugh a lot. Sharon is right. We do. To the point where you're we don't even have to say anything to each other. We just laugh. We have there's a lot of we have a lot of things that make what is the word I'm looking for? There's a lot going on around us that we laugh about. That just cause for laughter. That gives us reason to laugh. That's what ends up happening. It's kind of funny. Krista Christmas says, I'm not having a dinner or exchange gifts this year. I just want to spend nice and relaxing time with family. That is a perfect way to do it, right? Perfect way to do it. Laughter is the best medicine. Yes, it is. You have to laugh so hard. You have to be able to have one time per, like a one episode per day of laughing so hard. Don't you think that you're just gonna like, you know, the kind of laughter where you're like, I'm gonna pee my pants. I have to go, right? Pet peeves. Yeah, you got it, Sharon, right? Yes, Karen, I could not agree with Chris more. It's so it's just, that's how it should always be. You know? I mean, maybe, like, there's a whole different, things need to change. Change is happening. Things are changing. Okay, so I've got these smooth jewel pens, these other gel pens, a little bit different color. I don't know why I didn't take them out before, but I guess I was kind of losing my mind. So let me see what happens with this color, this green color. And I'm just going to kind of give it a little bit of my funky acorns. Don't they look like jewels? They look like they should have like beads. All of a sudden, my dogs are very, very quiet. Oh, Melody. Melody says, that's why I drink a couple of shots before my mother-in-law's. Oh, come on. Is that your secret, Melody, to get through it? Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? You know, holidays shouldn't do that, but everybody has that happen. But it shouldn't be like that. Sharon saying Christmas has a whole different feel nowadays. Certainly not like years gone by. Isn't it crazy? Look, I don't know what we can do about it as a group, you know? Do I use IO markers? Yes, I do, actually, Marianne. A matter of fact, I used them yesterday. I was using them yesterday. I have the 80-pack and I have the 40-pack. I'm just going to outline this leaf in this black, just to kind of, and I'm going to actually kind of give it some black on top of the lines of my pumpkin. So we have another color along coming up on the 30th, which is going to be oil pastels, oil with oil pastels. Did I just say oil pastels with oil pastels? Oh, what I meant was the page is called I Love Myself, and we're going to use oil pastels. Isn't it kind of therapeutic to just kind of trace over a line like this? Don't you just feel, I'm noticing all of my lines that I didn't go over though while I'm doing this. Where's that greenish pen here? I missed one right here, and I missed another one. I missed one right there, somewhere right there, but I don't know where it is now. Go over this one. Thank you, Abby. Sharon says, I agree, Melody. I add wine to the roasting pan. Oh, Sharon, your secret has been revealed. I add wine to the roasting pan and add a glass for myself while cooking. It's amazing. It turns out okay after all I've consumed before everyone comes over. So, but is it really okay, or do you just think it's okay because you have drank more wine than you probably should have? So are you doing it so that for flavor? Are you doing it so that are you drinking it so you can get through it? Or are you just trying to get all of your guests drunk so that they can then say, ooh, this is delicious? Doesn't it kind of remind you of when people say, oh, your cooking is so good? I always think to myself, you're just saying that so that I can cook something else so you don't have to. I'm not sure if that's really a compliment. What are you cooking on Christmas Day, Sharon? Anything? Are you cooking? Are you cooking something that doesn't the black make it pop? Isn't it amazing, Alice? It hit six. I hit the big 60 on the 29th. Melody's telling us. Are you really going to be 60, Melody? I'm surprised at that. Well, happy birthday. How are you going to celebrate your birthday, Melody? I know a lot of people that turned 60 this year. I feel like I'm behind on my comments. Dawn says, our holidays have gotten real small, but just my mother-in-law and my kids and maybe one boyfriend. This year, the girls will not be here until Christmas Day and will leave the same night. Christmas Eve, it will just be my son here because he works Christmas Day. It will be quiet, and I really do not miss it at all. It sounds perfect to me. Could be because everyone says it's delicious, but then again, the wine could be influencing what I'm hearing, Sharon saying. I think you're trying to get them drunk. I think that you're trying to definitely get them drunk. So how are you celebrating your birthday, Melody? And Sharon, how are you celebrating your husband's birthday? What's he doing? Happy birthday to Vin. What's he going to do to celebrate his birthday on the 29th? Isn't it crazy when someone's birthday is close to Christmas, though? I have a relative that has a birthday that's close to Christmas. And it's a little, you're like, what the heck do you get? You know? Why does it bother you, Bonnie? Bonnie's saying, I will turn 70 on January 16th. Well, happy birthday to you, too. That really bothers me. Don't let it bother you. That's amazing. We are leaving the day after Christmas, Melody is saying, to go to a ski resort and go tubing. Dawn, you are not 60. Dawn? Jean says, I always use wine when making ham. I would have never thought to use wine when making ham, Jean. Dawn, you're lying. Mary says, Saturday Night Live did a funny skit on holiday hypocritical family relations. I didn't see that. Must have been funny. Sharon is taking her husband out to the Old Canteen restaurant, his favorite place. The Old Canteen is a very, very nice restaurant here in Providence. It's delicious, right? I haven't been to the Old Canteen in a very, very long time. It's either like the Old Canteen, Camille's, or Capriccio, right, Sharon? Dawn, I don't believe you. Are you really? I don't believe Dawn. I'm surprised. That you really surprised me, Dawn. I thought you were younger than me. Okay. So let's see where I'm at here. I put that black around there. I'm not going to put black anywhere else, but I am going to kind of put a little bit of black on these stems just to kind of give it a little bit of something. You know, a little bit of something. Hey, this looks like it would be a great page to actually add maybe makeup to the background. But I am going to add a little bit of black on my little, little doodad stuff. For the acorns. Jeannie says, I turned 76 on January 24th. Wow, a lot of birthdays in December and January. Happy birthday, Jean. You're gonna have to have like a big party. Yeah, I really did, Dawn. I'm sorry. Alice is saying, Bonnie, I think it's a blessing to be 70 because some people don't make it to 70. I agree with her. I totally agree with Alice. Don't let 60. Yeah, see. 60, it's amazing. Wine is very flavorful, Sharon saying. I add it to my stews and many other dishes. Now we know Sharon's secret. So now we know Sharon's secret that she just likes to get all of her guests drunk. No, but the alcohol burns off, so you're not really getting drunk. She just likes to get everybody drunk before she serves her meat, so that they say, oh, this is delicious. What did I just eat? Thank you, Bonnie Hughes. And there comes a time when we are all ageless like me. Me too, Mary. I've decided that I'm ageless too. Exactly. It's like I'm perpetually 35. I'm just going to stay that way. Okay, so I'm just finishing up with these tiny little things, and I need to end this color along pretty soon because I have an appointment I need to get to that I did not realize what that was happening this morning, and I need to make sure I go do that. So I've got all of those little lines, and that's today. That's my finished page. From today's color wheel. We should have a birthday party every month. It would be fun. That's a really good idea, actually, Lynn. Wouldn't that be fun? We should designate one color along a month as like the party day, like all the January people or all the February people. Here I was thinking I was the baby of the group at 39. No, Sharon, I've got you beat. I'm telling you, 35. Trish says I strongly tell people not to wrap my presents in Christmas paper. Because they have birthday and Christmas separate. I used to get mad at my mother-in-law's for that with my son who was born on December 10th. When is your birthday, Trish? Thank you, Heather. 60 to me is very liberating. I love it. I hated when I turned 50, Dawn is saying. I didn't mind turning 50, but I think something shifted when I turned 50. So I don't know what's going to happen to me. Sometimes I feel like I have the attitude that I should probably have when I'm going to be like 90 or something. But I don't know. Why was it liberating, Dawn? What made you feel like it was liberating? I feel like I'm actually 10 years older than I probably should be in some of the things that I think about. Or some of the attitudes that I have. I don't know what it is. I feel like I should have been born like 10 years earlier or something. And I should be like in my 60s right now. I don't know why. Does anyone else feel like that? They're like out of place. I also feel like I should have been like in Woodstock or something. Merry Christmas to you, too, and Happy Hanukkah, Barry. Oh, December 20th. Well, happy birthday. Happy belated. Okay, so let me just and finish up here. I hope everyone has a great holiday, and we will also... my father, who had a December birthday, warned my sister and me not to have winter babies. They were born December 21, January 4th, and January 7th. Oh, my goodness. So, the next color vlog will be next Monday, which is the 30th, which will be the last one of the year, right? The last one of the decade. Thank you, Bonnie Miller. I didn't see you here, but hello. And we will meet again in a week. So in the meantime, have a great holiday this week. I'll see my painting class people on Saturday the 28th, and I'll see the rest of you next Monday. In the meantime, draw-alongs begin on January 8th. You can get that draw-along book if you're interested in that. And thank you so much for joining me today. Hey, I got a comment. Dawn says, because I really don't care what others think anymore. I think I have earned it. I have the same exact attitude, Dawn. I don't care what anybody thinks anymore. That's my attitude now. It is crazy. Thank you, Karen. Kind of a weird thing to color on a couple of days before Christmas, but I wanted to keep the schedule the way it was. Thought it'd be kind of a relief, other than having like red and green and blue or whatever, you know. Okay, my friends. Hey, have a great day today. I will see everyone soon. Thanks so much.